Hello again, folks. I'm Christopher Kovacs, and welcome to another episode of Railfan Reviews. This episode will chronicle another HO scale model, the Rivarossi S100 060T tank engine. During World War II, the United States Army Transportation Corps was in charge of bringing Europe's war-torn railways back to full strength following obliteration by Nazi armed forces. One of the main directives of the USATC was to bring in new locomotives to replace those destroyed in the war. Case in point, the S100 tank engine. This class of 060T was designed by Colonel Howard G. Hill, and production began in 1942 across three manufacturers: Pittsburgh's H.K. Porter Incorporated, Iowa's Davenport Locomotive Works, and the Vulcan Iron Works of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. A total of 382 engines were built, being shipped to Great Britain the following year. After the D-Day invasion of Normandy, the rest of the engines were shipped across Europe to their assigned need. Once the war was over, the S100s found work in a smattering of places, from the National Coal Board in the UK to the Iraqi state railways. Today, more than 100 of these engines survive around the world, a majority of which are in Europe and North America. The locomotive modeled here, Granite Rock Company No. 10, was built by H.K. Porter in 1942. Little No. 10 served the Granite Rock Company for 9 years as a reliable switch engine until a General Electric diesel switcher replaced it in 1951. After languishing at the Watsonville Quarry for several decades, Granite Rock Company's CEO and president, Bruce Wolpert, had No. 10 rebuilt to operation in the early 1990s. Today, the little engine enjoys a peaceful retirement at the California State Railroad Museum in Sacramento, occasionally pulling excursion trains on the Sacramento Southern Railway. First offered by Rivarossi in 2014, this engine has become a perennial favorite. The model being reviewed was purchased during a Black Friday sale in November of 2015 for an impressive $53, including shipping and handling. MSRP will be revealed at the end of the program. The engine features a 5-pole can motor, a die-cast metal boiler and chassis, and an NMRA RP25 wheel profile. Couplers are included on both ends for prototypical switching operation. The road names currently offered include U.S. Army, Granite Rock Company, E.J. Levino and Company, and the Albemarle Paper Manufacturing Company. The model comes packaged in a red Rivarossi box with a clear plastic window on one side for easy examination. Once the top of the box is opened, one will find the model protected in a plastic case that can be opened by a tab at one end. After being released from the box, the attention to detail on the model is on full show. Rivarossi has done the S100 justice by replicating pretty much every detail, from the air compressor beside the smoke box to the brake rigging under the engine. However, the model of Granite Rock No. 10 has two minor errors. This was pointed out to me by YouTube user DRGWSD40T. Firstly, the real number 10 has 2 air compressors, one on each side, not just on the fireman's side as on the model. And second, number 10 burns fuel oil, where the model comes as a coal burner. However, these are only minor errors on an otherwise excellent model. Performance-wise, the locomotive is a smooth runner with no gear noise and prototypical speed. The little engine does have its hauling limits though, so it's not recommended to take a huge cut of cars all at once. Ideally, I found that the S100 is comfortable hauling about 6 to 8 average-sized freight cars on level track. Anything more, including going up a hill, and it may stall. For those who wish to run their S100s on DCC, the locomotive is able to become DCC compatible with the installation of a 6-pin NEM 651 plug decoder. A recommended decoder to use with this engine is the Digitrax DZ126IN, which can be found on modeltrainstuff.com for $23. Installation is relatively easy, as instructions on how to disassemble the model to access the plug are packaged in the box. After programming is complete, you are ready to run. In conclusion, the Rivarossi S100 is a sprightly little engine that, while down on power, doesn't fail in the areas of performance and detail. MSRP for the locomotive from Rivarossi is a whopping $174.99. We can simply round that up to $175. The model occasionally goes on sale for a much lower price, so keep an eye on the Hornby US website for any sales that may be going on. Other websites, like FactoryDirectTrains.com and ModelTrainStuff.com, offer the engine for about $130. Despite the big price tag, if you're looking for a nice steam switcher that has great detail and reasonable performance, then I highly recommend this beautiful model. If you have any recommendations for future Railfan Review episodes, please leave a comment below, and I may include it in a future video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more Railfan productions.